So Ørjan is going to present the game he's been working on in the house, which is called Chickflick.
Yeah, so before I move on to the next slide, I'm just going to kind of set myself up a little bit. I'm a teacher. My name is Ørjan. I'm a teacher in Norway. I teach game development. So usually my job as a teacher is very all-consuming, and I don't have a lot of time to work on my own personal projects. So when I came here, I asked myself, now what? Where do I begin? So I gave myself a few criteria to help me as I develop my new game. And the first criteria that I gave myself was, I want to make a game that's so simple that my mom and my sister can play it. Because previously, my past projects have been pretty advanced or like difficult to grasp unless you're like a gamer. So this time I want to make something so simple that anyone can play it. And the next criteria is, I must be able to finish this game in 4 weeks. And that includes all the assets, all the programming, everything needs to be done in 4 weeks. And then also, I want the game to be playable on phones and PC, because previously all my games have just been PC and console, but I wanted to make a phone game. And I worked quite a bit for 4 weeks, and I made a game called Chickflick. And without further ado, let's take a look at the game. I have a little video. Okay, so what is Chickflick? We had a quick look at it. It's an arcade game that you can play with one input. So if you're on your phone, all you have to do is you touch your screen, and then time slows down, and then you get to aim your little chick, and then you drag away from the chick to charge up your shot, and then you drag towards your chick to decrease the velocity of your shot. So you get to aim him. So if I had to describe Chickflick very, very quickly, I'm not a fan of like gross simplifications, but I guess you could call it Flappy Bird with aiming. I'm not too happy about that association, but I'll just roll with it. The game features procedurally generated levels, so you can keep playing, and it'll always generate new levels for you. And of course, it's about getting a high score, competing against your friends and family to get the best score. And the feeling that I wanted to capture with this game was the feeling you get when you throw a basketball and it lands perfectly in the hoop. I kind of want to extract that and just put that as the core game loop of the game. So you're constantly like throwing the basketball, or you're launching the little chick, and you're trying to hit the watermelon perfectly so you get to go again. So that's like the core game loop. And I want to talk a bit about the softwares I used. So I used Unreal Engine to make the game. It was a mix between Blueprints and C++. So certain parts of the game I used C++, other parts of the game I used Blueprints, whichever was more convenient for me. And then I did all the 3D models in Maya. I also did the rigging and the animations for the little chick, as you can see in the bottom there, in Maya. And then I used Substance Painter and Photoshop for texturing. I also used Photoshop for like UI elements. As you can see down there in the bottom left, that's my concept art. I'm not a great traditional artist, but I really enjoy drawing little cute things, so that's usually what I put in my games. And then I used FL Studio for sound effects for the game. The music I didn't make, that was Adam, who's in quarantine, so shout out to Adam. I asked him if he likes bird jazz, and he said yes. So he made some bird jazz for the game. So, I guess I made a game. What's next for Chickflick? I have some minor polishing to do. I kind of want to add like a cool transition from when you when you die and you go back to playing the game again, I want to have like a cool little transition, and then I want to do some gamepad controls, which is going to be pretty quick to set up. And then I guess I'm releasing it. This part I haven't thought about at all. Like, the only reason I made the game was to kind of prove to myself that I can finish something in 4 weeks and do all the different aspects of the game. So the game has kind of fulfilled its purpose for me. Like, I made it, it's finished. I guess I put it out there, and then if people enjoy it, then they enjoy it. And if they don't, that's totally fine, because I'm on to my next project, which right now I'm not really sure what is. I'm kind of open to anything. I guess next I want to do something a bit more meaningful to me, rather than a Flappy Bird clone, but we'll see. It could be whatever. If anyone wants to work with me or be friends or whatever, just hit me up on the Twitter. There's my Twitter handle. It's @Ørjan. My name has like the O with the line through it. Unfortunately, I couldn't have that as my handle. They won't let me use my own letter, which is kind of discriminatory, if you ask me. It is what it is. Yeah, does anyone have any questions? Yes. Okay.
Have you considered breaking into the hyper-casual market with this? Because this is like a very, very high competitive like gameplay candidate for the genre. You could easily break in with this, with these visuals and that gameplay.
Do you want to publish it for me?
Well, I can put you in touch with the publishers. I have contacts with the biggest ones, Voodoo and Ketchup and the other guys.
Okay. That sounds interesting. We can discuss that together later. Like I said, like I wasn't lying when I said I haven't thought about anything for the release. The only thing I thought about was making the game and then finishing it, and then I don't have any aspirations for the game. If one person plays it, I'm totally okay with that. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
I wanted to be a melon plushie. I want to have a melon and a chick plushie.
Yeah. If you want to make some plushies, something like that. James?
We have a statement from our chat that they need this game. So.
The chat has spoken, I guess. Yeah. Cool. Oh.
Why watermelons?
Why not? The question is why not?
I mean, I felt kind of inspired by Mateus. He is really into fruit, and I was like, I like fruit. And I made green grass, and I made blue skies. What's a fruit that will contrast? Watermelon. That's like my whole thought process there.
And the chick, where did it come from?
Well, I think just the core idea was always a chick. It was just inherited with the idea itself. Joey, did you have a question?
Yeah, did you have an idea of the gameplay, or did you prototype a couple of ideas, then stuck with this one?
No, this was kind of one of multiple ideas I had. And this one seemed easy to make from like a programming perspective. So if I have to make a game in 4 weeks, I try to go with the idea that I think is doable within the time frame that I put for myself. And this was the 4-week game idea that I had that I was able to do. Yeah. Yes.
And how long did you work on this project?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah. I started working on it after I came here. So come to Spelkollektivet. It's a very nice place to be very productive. Okay. Thanks, everyone.